have been in this country for 39 years. Do you think that we can have things worse than where we are? Can it get any worse?
Could it be a perspective or a matter of change?
Have we ever had a season or a president who has presented challenges in all aspects?
Okay.
Have we think about it? Moi, the dictator that he was, education was working under him.
Yeah.
At least education was working.
Yeah.
Healthcare was not bad. You understand? And then maybe the other issues we can canvass.
Yeah.
Then you go, Mwai Kibaki. Under him, education was working.
Yes.
We had a bit of issues in healthcare. He tried to fix them. But also, what did he do? He championed infrastructure.
Yeah.
Right? Then we had Uhuru Kenyatta. Right? People say, oh, he was so aloof. He was this and this. Education was working. Security was working. I mean, you know, you think about some of those things. Now, then we have my party leader, William Ruto.
Yeah.
How many challenges do we have? We have challenges in the education sector. It's not working. Healthcare, it's not working. Infrastructure, looting all the way. I'm telling you, now we just look at them in blocks. I think the one thing that I can speak maybe positively, because that I always say, Mgala muwe lakini haki mpe, is the fertilizer program.
Yeah.
Despite the scandal, at least that one. But that's why I'm asking, do you think that we can get someone who can make it worse than this? Because where we are, it's the first time in the history of this country, parliament was invaded and almost burnt down.
Yeah.
Raila Odinga has been in opposition all these years, and he has never gotten to a place where his protests have culminated. People are so angry, they've gone to burn down parliament.
Yeah.
That is a first. How many years of independence? We have never had that. It happened in this regime. That people are being shot in the head in protest. This regime. People are being abducted, and the president came out and said, all who have been abducted, tumewarudisha. Who even says those kind of things? Have you ever had a president saying, everyone who has been abducted has been returned? Are you kidding me? It was a first. It is a first where it was so hostile. People are throwing shoes. Which president has been thrown? Na itafika mahali ataanza kurushiwa mawe. Simply because the people are not, the way he's saying, they don't have an agenda. I want to mint a deal now. Kiburi, ego, you know. And if you just stop and listen, then you'll be like, oh my goodness, this is so messed up that let's forget about empowerment. These millions are putting about this empowerment. We can actually save Kenyans in hospitals. We can pay nurses. We can pay our interns. We can stop having strikes with all these people. Teachers, we can fulfill the collecting bargaining agreements, you know. I just think that we've had I think that unfortunately so many things have gone wrong.
Okay.
It's not just one issue.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, we still have the background of corruption. All the looting that is happening, the outright.
Gloria Orwoba has voiced strong concerns about how the country is being governed, drawing attention to what she sees as deeper problems in several key sectors. Her comments reflect a growing frustration among many citizens who feel that the government services are failing to meet their needs. She believes that issues in education, healthcare, and infrastructure are not just the results of poor management, but also of corruption and lack of accountability in leadership. In education, she pointed to a system that is struggling to provide quality learning to children. Many schools across the country lack essential facilities such as classrooms, desks, books, and technology. Teachers are often overworked and unpaid, making it difficult to maintain high teaching standards. In some rural areas, children still study under trees or in unsafe buildings. This, she feels, undermines the country's future, as education is the foundation for development. The healthcare sector, she said, is in no better condition. Hospitals are facing serious shortchange of medicines, medical equipment, and trained staff. Many public health facilities are overcrowded, forcing patients to wait long hours or even days before receiving care. In some cases, people are forced to travel long distance to access a treatment, which become costly and dangerous for those in urgent need. These challenges have left many families feeling abandoned by systems that should protect their health and well-being. Infrastructure sector that often serve as signature of progress for any nation is also a source of frustration. Road meant to connect communities remain incomplete. Bridges are left unfinished, and other key facilities are either poorly built or neglected soon after completion. According to her, the main reason for this is large-scale corruption. Funds allocated for projects are often mismanaged with infiltrated costs and questionable contracts benefiting a few individuals rather than the public. She argues that the heart of problem lies in the lack of accountability. Many leaders, once elected, seem to operate as if they are beyond scrutiny. This creates an environment where corruption can thrive without fear of consequences. Public office, she insists, should be about service to the people, not personal enrichment. Without strict accountability measures, she fears that public trust in government will continue to decline. One of the most troubling issues for her has been the recent controversy surrounding e-citizen platform, the government main digital gateway for public services. Allegation of financial mismanagement in the collection and handling of revenue through the platform have raised serious concerns for a system that was designed to improve transparency and efficiency. These revelations have instead fueled doubts about the integrity of those managing it. She believes that the political environment has changed significantly since 2022 general election. The tactics and promise that once secure votes many may no longer be enough to convince citizens today. People are becoming more aware of governance failure, and they are increasingly demanding concrete results rather than empty words. Leaders, in our view, must adapt to this shift and prioritize real reforms over political games. In our assessment, the country is at a point where new approaches to leadership are urgently needed. She called for a renewed focus on service delivery, transparency, and unique, genuine commitment to address the challenges that ordinary
wako wamekufikisha mwisho, also mwambie na useme, because my point there was, it is so bad, it is so bad that even the people around the president are really trying not to be associated with him. That's how bad it is. And me, I don't speak rumors. That is not a rumor. That's not a rumor. That is a fact. And I know there's this whole thing about recalling the MPs. And Mheshimiwa Esther Passaris is one of the people on the list for the petition to recall her as the Nairobi women representative. So, and it was a wake-up call for her, because ever since that recall made it the fire it has made, she has stopped being the police spokesperson. She has stopped doing some of the things she was doing, which I used to wonder and ask, do you know that these are your constituency of people who voted for you so that you can represent them? You are not voted in to represent the government. You are voted in to represent people. So you can see that it has shaken her. And that's what we need. We need people to be accountable to an extent that they stop acting like, once I'm in office, there's nothing that you can do to me. So I believe, first of all, that's really what I was trying to highlight is, let's be accountable and let's be honest. Me, I've always been honest with my president, with my party leader. When the certain programs went wrong, I spoke up, I spoke everywhere, I keep speaking. And I believe that is where you want to go as a country. Even the next government that comes in should appreciate the people in your team who tell you the truth. Those are the people who will keep you closer to the electorate. Because if we started listening to Kenyans a long time ago, we would not even have had the Gen Z protest.
Yeah.
And you know, that's why we've reached a place where no one wants to talk about manifesto, what you're going to. People are just like, we just need to remove this guy. Because it's a feeling of, mtu saa zile ananyongwa, uwezi anza kumwambia, ukiachwa kunyongwa, utajenga nyumba ya Lang'ata ama Karen. First, anataka kuachwa kunyongwa.
Don't you think that's a dangerous precedent that's being set?
No, it's not a dangerous precedent.
You might end up with the wrong candidate.
Listen to me.
If that is the goal, and
it is not. No.
Because maybe, say for example, Gloria right